The Champions League knockout stages are officially beginning this week. They actually started yesterday at the time of the video coming out. However, today recording is Monday, so we're in a bit of a weird time dynamic. So what we're going to do is go through the first leg of the round of 16, which you guys already know the results for. Again, the timing's a little bit weird, but what we're going to do is make the best Barcelona Newcastle 11, starting off with the goalkeepers. As you can see, there are two options here. We've got ter Stegen or Pope. Ter Stegen's going to get the advantage, coming in at 89 rating, so let's get him into the squad right now. If FC, okay, nice. We've got a little bit of lag, but we should be good. Let's get ter Stegen in. Where you at? Okay, there you go. I was confused. All right, perfect. We've got ter Stegen coming in. Now let's check out these centre backs. All right, let's see what we're working with here. So, all right, perfect. So, I mean, off the break, we're looking at, you know, a couple of options here. I think it's going to be maybe a double Barcelona here. I mean, it's going to be difficult for any, you know, Newcastle players to really fit in. But what I'm thinking here, low-key, is I know Koundé looks phenomenal, but potentially getting Koundé in at right back. Let's see if there's any other right back that we could get in. The Cancelo's card looks good as well. I want to kind of get a mixture here. This is the thing. So, very interesting. Let's just look at all the defenders. Let's look at all the defenders and see what we're going to kind of do here. I mean, to be honest with you, it is looking like a Barca sweep right now. It really is. But what if we go back to the centre-backs? Because, I mean, Araujo, Koundé, Burn looks like he could get in as well. Hey, we got to be real, though. We got to make the best possible team. So what I'm thinking we do, okay, I think we got to go for Barcelona here in the back line. I mean, it's Barcelona, you know. You can't be too mad if you're Newcastle right now. Let's go through. What we're trying to do is not necessarily based on real life. It's more based on FIFA, on the actual cards. That's how we're going to kind of do it. So let's go through to La Liga. Let's go to Barcelona. Centre back. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we start with Araujo. And then I think we get Koundé in. I think that's how we're going to do it. So it's going to be Koundé right there. I mean, his card is incredible. It really is. And then, bro, why is this so, like, glitchy? This game is so glitchy. Let's go right there to Araujo. Perfect. So now we have our centre-back sorted. Now we're going to take a look at our fullbacks and see what's kind of going on here. So if we look through at our fullbacks, we've got a couple of options. What I think we can do is maybe get Cancelo in. And then we'll get Miley in. I mean, if you look at Miley for 20k, you compare to the rest of them, like, he looks really, really solid. So at least we can get a Newcastle representative as well for quite cheap. So we're going to do that. I mean, you could argue Ona Batley could come in here, to be honest with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the men's teams just because of the Champions League like taking place. We'll stick to that because it's not, instead of doing the club itself, we'll stick to the men's teams from both sides. That way we'll keep it like as if it was the best 11 for that draw, right? So what we'll do is we'll go for the left-hand side Cancelo, which I think is actually a really good option there. So let's get Cancelo in the squad. If we can go through. I really like find this so weird, the concept squad. I feel like it glitches so much. So far, full Barcelona backline, but Miley is going to sneak into the right back. Not a bad option. What we could have done is maybe got a few different cards going in at centre back, put Koundé at the right back, but I like Koundé centre back. And Miley's card doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. Like I said, fairly cheap as well, so pretty solid start right there. Not too bad. Where I think we're going to get a little bit of Newcastle talent now is coming in at the CDMs. Let's go through and see what we're working with. And I am completely wrong here. We're going to go through, and what we have here is, I mean, it's Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali were the two I was looking at, you know, potentially getting them in. But I think it's got to be Pedri and De Jong. I just think it's got to be those two. I mean, surely. We look through, Miley's doing really good, though. The fact that he's got 90 rated on Foot GG at 20k is incredible. But we've already got him as a right back. So what I could have done is maybe got Bruno Guimaraes in as well. Not a bad card, again, looking at the price. If we're trying to get a mixture, we could go for Bruno G. But I think for now, we're going to keep it the best possible. So we're going to go for De Jong and Pedri. Again, I know it's very, very Barcelona heavy right now, but That's just the way it is. So we're going to go through. We're going to get De Jong in. We're going to see how many Newcastle players can actually get in this side. I did think that there was going to be a potential in the midfield of getting Bruno G in, a great player. But it looks like it's going to be De Jong and Pedri, who of course both phenomenal in their own regards. I mean, Pedri has to go in. For me, it was going to be the second spot. But like I said, these two cards actually look pretty good. So there was definitely a chance. Even Joe Linton, man. Joe Linton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes, great midfielders. So I was thinking that one of them would be able to sneak in. But I just think these cards are looking too strong. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do 1-on-1 split. I'm going to keep Pedri in. I'm going to get rid of that De Jong card as the SBC. He looks incredible, by the way. He really does. But let's just say we were actually trying to make this team. And, you know, I think I want to get one of these three in. I think I like the look of Joe Linton. I think his, like, overall, as a CDM, he looks really solid. 96 physicality as well. I kind of want to put that card in our squad. So it's going to be like the best team we can make, but also going to try and make it a little bit creative as well. Not just going to have the highest rated. Like, this card looks insane. Insane. He doesn't have any playstyles though. Ah, interesting. This is the new Foot birthday card. You know what? He's a really good one because you can add your own playstyles. So this is the type of card that you could make incredible. And I would argue that you could probably make this as good as the other cards. 5-star, 5-star. A base card looks unbelievable. I'm going to stick with my decision. I'm going to keep Joe Linton in the team. I think that's a fantastic option right there. Let's go over to the cams, see what we're working with in the cams, and it's going to go through. We've got a couple of options here. What I'm thinking of doing, I mean, Pedri we've already got in the team. It's going to be Firmin or Walter Marte. That's kind of the two I'm looking at right now for the cam. I guess Dani Olmo's not a bad option as well. What I'm going to do for now, we'll come back to the cam after. Let's look at the wingers and see what we're getting in, and we'll go from there. Starting off with the right mid, I wanted to get, I think the wingers here, again, I think it's going to be very, very Barcelona heavy. What I'm thinking on the left is getting Rafinha and the right Lamau. That's kind of what I'm looking at off the break here. So I think we're going to do that. Gordon's card does look really good though as well. Which is where it was going to get interesting for me to see who we're going to go with. But yeah, let's have a look at some of the options and then we'll decide how we're going to do this. I do want to get one of the Newcastle attackers in. I don't mind getting 3 Barcelona, 1 Newcastle. So let's have a look here of like the best 4. Something that we can look at here. So I think if we're looking at like a couple of guarantees, I think Rafinha has to get in on the left. I mean, 95 rated team of the year Rafinha. I think he just has to get in there. I'm also looking at that Gordon card though for FIFA as well. He looks really, really good. You could argue you could have a whole Barcelona team, to be honest with you. They have so many great cards in FIFA. Like you wouldn't be against a full Barcelona team. But I want to keep it a little bit balanced. Try and get a couple of players from Newcastle in as well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at getting Walter Martin or Gordon. So let's get both of their best cards in and see how we can maybe fit them in. So right here we got a 90 rated card right there. You can play striker or cam. If you look right here, a bit more of a focal point, 6'6", 4-star, 4-star. Definitely not a bad card, right? But there's just so many good options from the side of Barcelona. It's going to be very hard to make a case. Then we're going to have Gordon, who I think might get the edge based on FIFA and his pace and really, really being electric there. 96 pace. He could be in the left mid and the right mid. We could also have Rafinha as a cam if we wanted to get Gordon in the team, which could be an option. I do think he's going to be better as a winger. However, his card is incredible anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We could do that. I think I might end up doing that. Having Gordon, we'll keep Gordon in the team. We'll keep going on, see who we get in here, and then we'll go from there. In on the right-hand side, I'm thinking like either Lamau or Elanga. Those are the main 2 options. Or what I might do, let's go through. Let's check out the right mid. Oh, it looks like it's broken. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Okay, so on the right-hand side, like, we could get that 92 Lamau, to be honest with you, right there, the future star Lamau. Or we could get the Elanga card, which looks pretty good. I'm a big fan of Lamine Yamal, so I'm going to get him in for sure. Then we'll decide what we do from there. So let's get Lamine Yamal's card in. In terms of the options, I do like the future star card, but... Oh, wait, is that the Foot birthday card, actually? Because, again, we can make our own playstyles there as well, which is definitely valuable. Is that the future birthday card? Yeah. Wait 1 minute. Yeah, again, this FUT birthday card, the reason why it's so good, just for you guys that aren't aware of what's kind of going on with this new promo, do you see this Lamau is better, right? The reason why this Lamau will be better is because you could add your own playstyles. So this Lamau here, well, I'm so confused. Yeah, this Lamau right here, yeah, I don't know why it showed playstyles. Recommended, okay, cool. Yeah, this Lamau you can see has no playstyles. You can essentially add your own, which will turn it to, as you can see, something insane. So I do think that this Lamau is just incredible, and for me is definitely going to get in the squad. So we're going to put him on the right hand side. I really like the look there. Then what we're going to do is look at a striker, and then we'll decide where we're going to put Gordon in, who I think is going to join our attack. So we have a couple of options here. We have Lewandowski, right? Rashford. Those are the main two. What I'm thinking we do here, I actually kind of like having that Gordon card up front. I think he just looks really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that Gordon card up front, get that insane pace in behind. Look at that card. I mean, 96 pace, 4-star, 4-star, 6-foot explosive. I think he'll do a really good job, you know, as a striker with these two just behind him. And then what we're going to do is try and find the cam that can just tuck in just behind. So in terms of the options here, we've got a few. What I'm thinking we can do here, or do we get Lewandowski in this squad? Let's try this. Maybe we get a Marcus Rashford or a Lewandowski. I'm a Manchester United fan, so I'm okay to get Rashford in over Lewandowski just because of my United bias. I think we're going to do that. We're going to put Rashford in there, right? He can also play up front or the left wing. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Rafinha. Who's a better cam, would we say, out of these two? I think I like Yamal on the wing, cutting in on his left foot. I'm going to put Rafinha over there, like that. Put Rashford on the left. And then out of these two, who do we want up front? Rashford has slightly less pace, slightly less shooting. Same dribbling, slightly better passing. He has a finesse shot. I think if we had to choose one, I know he has 5-star, 3-star. I think we'll keep Rashford on the wing and we'll do it like that. So we have 3 Newcastle representatives and we have 8 Barcelona. We could probably try and squeeze in another Newcastle player, but to be honest with you, I think we've been kind of lenient. We've been trying to keep it fair. We've been actually getting in a lot of... there were so many good Barcelona players. You could easily make this 11 Barca. So I tried to get a couple of Newcastle players in. But yeah, I think I did a good job, man. If you guys have a better FC 26 team that you think will be a better representative of a past and present based on FIFA, let me know. I'd love to see your ideas in the video comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.